Imagine this. Deep beneath the Earth's unyielding crust, in a sprawling maze of jagged tunnels, where the weight of centuries presses down like an invisible giant, a seasoned explorer takes a fateful misstep and tumbles into an abyss of unrelenting darkness that will claim a full year of his life. No flicker of light to pierce the void, no echo of human voices to break the suffocating silence, no whisper of rescue as time dissolves into an endless night. This isn't a tale spun from imagination. It's the gut-wrenching true ordeal of geologist Marcus Hale, who disappeared into the labyrinthine depths of Kentucky's Mammoth Cave in July 1998, only to resurface 365 agonizing days later, a gaunt specter haunted by the shadows that nearly consumed him. How did he defy the cave's merciless grip, battling starvation, hallucinations, and the slow erosion of his sanity? Buckle up, this riveting account of unyielding resilience will pull you into the heart of the underground horror, illuminating the raw power of the human will when stripped bare in the face of oblivion. Marcus Hale, at 32 years old, was far from an amateur in the world of subterranean exploration. A trained geologist with a doctorate from the University of Kentucky, he had mapped dozens of caves across North America, from the icy grottos of Alaska to the humid caverns of Mexico. His obsession with Mammoth Cave, the planet's longest known system, with over 400 miles of explored passages and untold hidden veins, stemmed from its geological wonders: ancient limestone formations, underground rivers carving eternal paths, and fossils whispering secrets of prehistoric eras. In the sweltering heat of July 1998, Hale embarked on a solo mission to survey an uncharted offshoot in the cave's remote western branch, armed with high-tech gear, climbing ropes rated for 500 pounds, LED headlamps with spare lithium batteries, a week's supply of high-calorie rations like protein bars and dehydrated meals, topographic maps laminated against moisture, a first aid kit stocked with antibiotics and bandages, and a leather-bound journal for meticulous notes. His friends at the local caving club were briefed on his itinerary. Standard protocols included check-ins every 48 hours and a search trigger if he missed one. But caves are indifferent to human precautions. As Hale descended deeper, navigating narrow squeezes where walls scraped his sides and ceilings forced him to crawl, a minor tremor common in the seismically active region triggered a cascade of boulders. The path behind him sealed shut with a thunderous roar, trapping him in a chamber roughly 200 feet long, 50 feet wide, and varying in height from 10 to 30 feet. His headlamp's beam revealed no immediate exits, only sheer drops and jagged stalagmites. Frantic probing drained his batteries faster than anticipated. By hour 12, the light failed, plunging him into a blackness so complete it felt like a physical force, wrapping around him, invading his senses. The initial phase was a whirlwind of raw panic and survival triage. Hale's pulse raced at 120 beats per minute, adrenaline flooding his system as he groped along the walls, fingers raw from scraping limestone, calling out until his throat burned. Help, anyone. But the cave absorbed his cries, returning only distorted echoes that mocked his isolation. He inventoried his pack by touch. 7 days' food at 2,000 calories daily, stretched by halving portions to last 10. Water was critical. He located a steady drip from overhead formations, positioning his canteen to capture the mineral-laden drops, filtering through cloth to remove sediment. The constant 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 degrees Celsius chilled him, but his layered thermal suit Gore-Tex outer, fleece inner retained body heat. Sleep evaded him. In the absence of light cues, his circadian rhythm shattered, leading to erratic rest periods haunted by vivid dreams of open skies and family barbecues. To anchor himself, he used a sharp rock fragment to etch daily tallies on a smooth wall section, feeling for the grooves each morning. By day 5, rations low, he confronted the psychological beast. The dark amplified every fear, turning minor aches into imagined injuries, silence into phantom whispers. As sustenance depleted, ingenuity became his lifeline. By day 11, starvation loomed, his body burning fat reserves, metabolism slowing to conserve energy. The cave's ecosystem offered grim options. Bats clustered in ceiling crevices, their high-pitched chirps betraying locations. Hale fashioned a net from torn jacket fabric, swinging blindly to ensnare them, guided by sound waves bouncing off walls. The creature's flesh, tough, gamey, eaten raw to avoid fire risks, no ventilation for smoke, provided vital protein and fats, though nausea followed each meal. Insects supplemented, cave crickets with crunchy exoskeletons, beetles rich in calories. He avoided toxic species by taste-testing tiny bits. Learning through trial, bitter meant danger. A narrow stream discovered on day 15 yielded cleaner water, teeming with microscopic life that sustained him but risked parasites. His physique transformed. Weight plummeted from 180 to 140 pounds by month 2, muscles wasting from confined movement, but he adapted routines, push-ups against walls, squats in the chamber's center to maintain strength. Hygiene was primitive, bathing in the stream, using moss as wipes. Infections threatened. A cut on his hand from a fall festered, treated with crushed cave algae as an antiseptic poultice, drawn from faint bioluminescent patches that offered the only glow, a eerie blue-green haze barely illuminating his hands. Mental warfare escalated as weeks turned to months. Hallucinations struck by month 1. Shimmering lights he chased, convinced of rescuers, only to slam into walls. Voices of his wife Elena and daughter Mia echoed accusations. "Why did you leave us?" driving him to tears. To combat this, Hale structured his days. Mental math for sharpness, calculating pi to 50 decimals. Storytelling sessions, recounting geology lectures aloud. Physical mapping, crawling passages to memorize layouts. Noting airflows, suggesting distant vents. His journal, scrawled blind with memorized positioning, chronicled the descent. Day 45. Felt a breeze today. Hope or illusion? Hunger like a constant companion. By month 3, vitamin shortages hit. Scurvy symptoms, bleeding gums, joint pain from no fresh produce. He scavenged rare underground fungi for traces of C. Bone weakness from D deficiency made movements cautious. Isolation's toll. Depression waves where he contemplated ending it, countered by visualizing Mia's 5th birthday, promising himself survival for her. Physical ordeals piled on. In month 4, a misstep in exploration sent him tumbling 15 feet into a pit, fracturing his left ankle. Pain exploded like fire. He splinted it with rope and fabric strips, immobilizing for weeks, crawling on knees that bled raw. Healing was slow, the bone setting crooked, leaving a limp. Fevers from infections ravaged him twice, once from contaminated water, causing delirium where he saw cave paintings of ancient hunters, treated by forcing fluids and rest. Nutrition evolved. He trapped cave fish in stream pools using baited snares from bat sinew, their slippery bodies a rare protein boost. By month 5, he engineered a primitive filter system, layered rocks and cloth to purify water better, reducing gastrointestinal issues. The cave's geology aided. A geothermal warm spot provided heat during perceived cold spells, though temperature was steady. Wildlife became allies. Rats shared his space, their gnawing on scraps alerting to food sources. He even tamed one by leaving morsels, its scurrying a break from solitude. Deeper into the year, resilience forged new depths. By month 7, body adapted slower metabolism, heightened hearing, detecting subtle rock shifts, warning of falls. Mentally, he embraced philosophy, meditations on stoicism, drawing from recalled Epictetus quotes, "It's not what happens, but how you respond." Hallucinations lessened as he accepted the dark, using it for introspection, regretting career over family, vowing change if freed. Time measurement refined, counting drips for hours, estimating lunar cycles by faint seismic patterns. Journal entries grew poetic, Day 210. The cave is my mirror, reflecting fears I never faced above. Survival hacks peaked. Weaving vine-like fungi into cords for repairs. Using bat guano as fertilizer for edible moss growth in damp corners, yielding meager but vital greens. The breaking point neared in month 10. A major collapse sealed a potential exit he'd probed, trapping him tighter, triggering despair. Suicidal ideation intensified, but Mia's imagined voice pulled him back. Daddy, come home. He intensified exploration, risking narrower crawls, sustaining bruises and cuts. Nutrition dipped. Bat populations thinned from overhunting, forcing reliance on scarcer insects and algae slurries. Weight bottomed at 115 pounds, skin loose, vision atrophied, retinas permanently damaged. Yet, adaptation shone. He navigated by echolocation, clicking tongue, to map spaces like bats. Rescue unfolded miraculously on day 365. A research team from the National Park Service, probing a newly discovered entrance 3 miles away, detected anomalous echoes, Marcus's persistent calls, amplified by chamber acoustics. They drilled through a thin barrier, their floodlights blinding him after a year in black. I'm here! Marcus Hale! His voice a croak. Extraction. Strapped to a stretcher. Hauled through tunnels. Airlifted to hospital. Medical assessment. Severe malnutrition. Vitamin deficiencies. Fractured ankle malunion. PTSD. Recovery spanned months. Gradual light exposure to retrain eyes. IV nutrition rebuilding mass. Therapy unpacking trauma. Nightmares of enclosure persisting. Physical rehab. Walking aids for the limp. Dental work for scurvy damage. Psychologically. Group sessions with survivors. Journaling as therapy. His cave notes, transcribed, became Echoes from the Void, a bestseller influencing caving safety, mandatory beacons, buddy systems. Marcus reunited with family, cherishing simple joys, sunlight, hugs, open spaces. He lectures on resilience, founding a foundation for mental health in extreme environments. This ordeal transcends survival. It's a profound lesson in human tenacity. In the cave's merciless grip, Marcus unearthed inner strength, proving that even in utter isolation, the spirit can illuminate the darkest paths. If this immersed you, like and subscribe for more deep dives. Share your thoughts. Could you endure a year alone? Comment below. Stay tuned.